Welcome to this segment of Driving BA. My name is Kenny Schwab. I'm the Assistant City Manager over Operations. Today I have Charlie Bright, our Director of Engineering, with us. We want to talk about a lot of the roads that you talk about. Elm, Lynn Lane, Kenosha, Broken Arrow Expressway. So this segment is going to be about those streets, specifically with the RAISE grant. Charlie, explain a little bit about the RAISE grant.
Yeah, I mean, these are the highest traffic volume roads we have in town. We hear about them a lot. You know, it's all already 5-lane roads, and a few locations we have 7-lane roads. But it's the part of town that, you know, we're kind of becoming the most of that big city, those high volumes, and we got to even expand from the 5-7 lanes and learn to handle traffic in a different way. You know, ultimately we had some money from the 2018 general obligation bond in there for some projects on the Elm corridor and some intersections on Lynn Lane at Hillside Drive in Kenosha. But what we did is we went out and applied for some federal grants that will kind of expand that money a little bit, let us do more with our money. We got awarded what was called the RAISE grant under the previous administration. I believe it's now called the BUILD grant. You hear us talking about it.
Right.
But it was approximately a little over $7 million in grant money just for the design of these corridors and these projects. We anticipate Elm Street, Lynn Lane, the interchanges around the Broken Arrow Expressway. You know, we could be talking $50-60 million in improvements, and right now we just got that first grant passed to get the design work for it all done.
So let's talk about that a little bit. $50 to $60 million. That's a number I've heard a lot. It's a big number. That's a number that the citizens of Broken Arrow just could not do on their own. So we needed help. Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, you look at our 2018 general obligation bond, it was $211 million. And that's to cover all of Broken Arrow, and that's a 10-year general obligation bond. You look at it from that way, it would probably take 4 or 5 years of our funding and us paying for no other roads to fund a project of that size. You know, and that's just not something the citizens of Broken Arrow can take on while still maintaining our roads in the other parts of the city.
And talk a little bit, we use, here at Broken Arrow, we use the STP, the Surface Transportation Program. That's a federal funding mechanism that comes down to the state, but the RAISE grant is actually different, right?
Yeah, the RAISE grant is a single application use. Kind of with the STP, you anticipate you're going to get money every year based off your traffic volumes and how big of a city you are here in Oklahoma. But the RAISE grant's kind of a specialty grant on the side that, you know, it's really competitive. You got to apply for, and you got to show the impact for the dollars. Where can you make the most bang for the buck from the federal standpoint and the state standpoint? One of the ways we ultimately got approved for the RAISE grant, finally won, was because we approached it from more of a planning perspective for multimodal transportation.
Multimodal.
So the cars, one of the most important aspects. But we also approached it from a trail perspective. How do we move pedestrians, bikes, everybody else through there? So it includes the Lynn Lane 9th Street corridor. It includes the Elm Street corridor around the Broken Arrow Expressway. It includes Kenosha connecting the two. It actually includes some of the areas around Aspen and the Broken Arrow Expressway.
Yes.
And then it also includes some trails going more north to Neenheis Park and other things. So it's how do you bring those pedestrians through the area, but then how do we get vehicles through as well? The key points that, you know, most citizens are probably excited about is it includes redoing the interchanges at Elm and 9th Street.
Biggest points,
you know, new on-ramps, new off-ramps from the Broken Arrow Expressway, new signalizations over the bridges that will get people on and off the highway in a much faster manner, so we're not slowing people down.
Good. This is huge for the city of Broken Arrow. I'm going to tell you, historically, at this magnitude, it only happens about once every 30 years. And 1965, the Broken Arrow Expressway widens. 1993, the bridges get built. And now we're in 2025, and now we're looking at the third generation of that. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger and more expensive. So
it is.
Talk to me a little bit about timelines, because this isn't going to be quick.
No, I think it's important for the citizens to understand projects of this scale. We talk 50-60 million. We are just now getting into the planning stages. We're at the baby steps of where this thing starts. But it is a huge project. The timeline of something like this is usually in the 5 to 10 year window for us to get to construction. And that's us starting construction. And construction on projects like this can take easily a couple of years. This isn't a 1 year and out type thing.
Fair enough, and I appreciate that. So, like I said, it is a big change coming, but we're just now at the beginning. I think you said it best, taking the baby steps, but this really goes back. I'm going to tell you, the steps started August 28th of 2018 when the voters voted in the 4.3 million for the intersections. We had no idea what that was going to translate into.
Absolutely.
So again, love your patience. We still need it, but it's going to be a change for Broken Arrow.